you guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay. I believe the question was, 25% shooting from the field and obviously still had a chance to work our way back and giving ourselves a chance to win the ball game. We didn't shoot the ball. We know we didn't shoot the ball well. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well either for a veteran team and a team that I think that's well coached and has two really good players, two of the better players in our league. If you ask me if you would take those guys going 5 for 16 and 5 for 18, two of the better players, we'll take that all day. But again, I thought we continued to battle. I thought our guys, even down the stretch, executed some things offensively and defensively to put themselves in position to have a chance to win against a really good team at home.
With Effie and Evan shooting 0 for 6 at the end of the first and coming back and scoring efficiently in the second, what does that mean about them and their game for this team?
Yeah, well, big fella, he responded. I was on him pretty hard in terms of his energy level, his body language, and just giving us the lift that we need. We want to play inside out. I've always coached teams to try to play inside out. If you're going to try to play outside in, boy, it's going to be really hard to win a lot of games. But you have to have an inside presence, and he's given that to us all year long. And he struggled a little bit early there in the first half, but he responded in a huge way down the stretch and showed a lot of perseverance.
Coach, in the final play, with 7 seconds to go, was the plan to try and go with Effie under the basket?
No. We worked that play many times throughout the course of the year in practice, and it's a set that our guys are very familiar with to play out of. And we're down 2, and we want to put it in one of our better, bigger guards, playmaking guards. An opportunity to be able to get things done. And you got a shooter, one of our best shooters in the corner, and Evan. Getting the ball to Jordan. If those guys executed the way we wanted. I mean, they did a great job of taking our shooter away, and we're really at the rim. Really, at the end of the day, and you have to put young guys in position like that so they can make those kind of plays that one day, and they don't even hesitate. They either get fouled it could be like and one at the end of the day. When they're strong and they have the experience and know, hey, what, we're down 2. We don't need a 3. I can get to the basket. And Jordan had a great pass to the basket. He again tried to make a pass to Effie underneath when he's 6'4". At some point, you'll see Jordan in that same position again. He goes and dunks that ball instead of even trying to lay it up. He's 6'4", and Jordan's really athletic. He just hasn't shown that yet and played that way yet. But you can get that ball to Jordan, he go dunk that ball. It's and one. You know what I mean? Especially if they're going to take your shooter away. But again, you down the stretch, you have to make those kind of plays, and then on the other end, you have to really lock into the details, what you have to do defensively guarding a really good team.
Coach, you're down 11, with just 9 minutes left. You call timeout, and then you go on a quick 7-0 run. What is that? What'd you tell them in that timeout?
We've been here before. It's a long game. It's a lot of possessions still to be had in this game, and you got to sit down and we got to put some stops together. We got to have some physical blockouts and we got to rebound. If we do that, we'll be fine. We'll be able to work our way back in this game, but we've got to sit down and we've got to stop these guys from scoring and keep them off the glass. They did a good job of that.
Coach, what went into that decision to call the timeout down the stretch with the clock running down?
Well, 7 seconds?
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, with this group, you want to call it, almost want to call and coach everything. You know what I mean? And I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that they can play down the stretch and do some things. I did that with 50 seconds to go, and we half executed a play that we should be familiar with. We didn't. It wasn't clean, And if it's clean, we're probably not even in that situation. We're probably in overtime because we're able to execute. The play prior to that, we called timeout. Perfect execution, and we got exactly what we wanted. But anytime you have a team that's still learning how to win, and you're playing with a lot of youthful guys on the floor, in meaningful times, you're going to have to try to coach everything. And that last possession, it wasn't so much about trying to draw a play up as it was putting guys in position and saying, hey, guys, we work on this every single day. Here's what we're doing. It's not a time to start trying to figure out what we're going to run. We know what we're going to run. Okay, now we have to execute it. And I thought, again, we did. We overpassed, and, Jordan's at the rim. He's 6'4". Now he's got to know, I got to make that play. And he will. He's going to be a good player for us. And like I told you, when he gets stronger and older and mature, he'll be dunking that ball. There'll be an and one, and you guys will be going crazy. You'll be like, man, what a play. How'd you draw that play up? We've seen that play. We practice that play all the time.
Coach, moving forward, got a Saturday night Charlotte team that's struggling. Talk to us, give us a little preview of what we can expect on Saturday night.
Well, Ron's a good coach. He's done a really good job with this group. He has a guy who was preseason all-league in John Davis, one of the best guards in our league. A guy who can really score the basketball. He starts, some young guys like we do as freshmen, and the Martin kid is a freshman, is a really good freshman, scores that ball really well. They have an inside presence. They guard really well. They play really hard on defense. Ron's been with Tony for the last few years, and he's really got his guys to buy into really defending and playing with energy on defense. So it'll be another night where we got to work against a really good defensive team. I mean, we shot 25%, but you got to give those guys credit too. Now they're the #1 defensive team in our league, and they're older, okay, and they do a good job of finishing possessions. So if you don't, execute and get the shot on your terms, you're probably not going to get a second chance. Although we did a pretty good job on the offensive glass tonight. We had 16 offensive rebounds, which was a high for us. But that's an older, really good team. So you give them credit. But, Charlotte's a good team. I like the way Charlotte played. Charlotte had these guys down 11 at the half, and were playing really great at their place. And, again, they remind us a lot of ourselves in terms of, being able to learn how to finish games and just finding a way to try to get that done.
You talk about the young players on your team, and you've made examples where on the court they're young, they have a short memory. If they miss the next amount of times, they'll keep shooting it and trying to make things happen because their memory is so short. Does that kind of memory apply to the team's record right now, Coach?
Well, you know what? I mean, obviously we would love to have a better record than we have right now at this point, and stuff. But like I said to my team a couple of nights ago, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And for us, we're trying to improve every single day in practice. We're trying to improve in games. And it's not like we haven't been here before. I mean, I had a team, I think my third year there in Fresno, and we started conference play 1-7. We finished the year 9-9. So you just have to continue to believe in what we're doing, trust the process in terms of our players, and continue to work on getting better. And, we had a senior that year in Tyler Johnson, but Tyler had been through a lot of tough times. Tyler had been through some difficult starts to conference play, and, he was really, instrumental in helping us get that thing started. And we never had less than 9 losses again in league, stuff. So we've been 1-7 to start. And we made history in the Mountain West when no teams come back and been 500. So there's a lot of basketball still to be played. Our young guys are growing. They're getting better. Even tonight, Nigel made some positive plays when he was kind of pressing and struggling a little bit there offensively. But, again, they're playing against, one of the better teams in my mind in our league against older players. So, you got no choice but to get better and gaining valuable experience.
Coach, you talked about this team being the #1 team in the conference as far as defense. Putting up a performance like this close, does it give you confidence moving forward, especially for Saturday?
Well, again, I said to our guys, we compete and do what we do and work as hard as we work to win games, not play close. So close not good enough. We play to win. You know what I mean? So we've been close, and we played, some conference games where we played 20 minutes really well. But we got to put 40 minutes in the books, and then at the end of the day, we got to put it in the right column and try to win games. And they're trying. Our guys are trying hard to win. They're trying to do everything we ask them to do. They get out there, and sometimes, to be honest with you, I asked our guys, how do we make a mental mistake down the stretch in terms of how we're guarding a guy defensively? And, to be honest with you, young guys are just like, Coach, what, we're playing hard, but sometimes, we forget. You know what I mean? That's just young. You have to be on the floor and be in those situations, But you know what? There'll come a time when they won't forget, and they'll play with the purpose, and they will follow that scouting report to a T. And we'll get a meaningful stop, and then we'll get a meaningful score, and we'll get another stop, and we'll close the game out. That's the way it works.
Take one more question. All right, thank you,
Okay.
guys.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.